Hello fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host Kelton Weens, and we have head softball coach Kevin Blaskowski in studio with us today. Now coach, you played Texas Women's last weekend. You ended up losing that series. It was a tough one. Tell us about it.
Well, we knew going in that it was going to be a big series for us because we had a chance possibly to move up into second place in the conference had we swept the series. But Texas Women's is very talented, very offensive, and we came out, played a hard-fought first game. I thought we played really well, and we were successful and able to win that one. We took control of the second game late in the game and scored a couple of runs to take a 2-run lead, and I felt really good going into the seventh inning that we had a chance to win the second game, and we just didn't get it done. We didn't get the last 3 outs. Texas Women's did a great job. The bottom part of their order got on base and set the table for the top part of their order, and the top part came through, and they scored 5 runs in the inning and took that game away from us. I think that had a lot to do with our energy on Saturday. We never really got going on Saturday, got down 4-0 in the second inning, and they had the big inning in the seventh that blew the game open, and we just weren't able to win the series, and put us in a tough situation because we dropped to 4th in the conference. But even worse than that, it probably put us out of the running for an NCAA postseason bid unless we win the tournament this weekend. So we're heading to Denton with our back against the wall, and we'll just see what happens.
Coach, this past weekend was Strikeout Cancer Weekend at Lady Buff Yard. What does an event like that mean to you and your team?
Well, I think that everyone is affected in some way, shape, or form by cancer, and it's probably the greatest evil disease that we're fighting in our society today. But in our program, it takes on an even more special meaning because Alyssa Lemos, our shortstop, lost her mother Ronnie to ovarian cancer when she was a junior in high school, and we've kind of teamed with the Lemos family with the Shout Out for Ronnie program, and all of the proceeds were going to the National Ovarian Coalition. So it's special there, but this year it even became more special because Mercedes Garcia, our second baseman, had to leave Tuesday after our Eastern New Mexico game, and her mother's fighting a very serious battle with melanoma right now, and that battle's coming to a close, and we really tried to keep Mercedes and her entire family in our thoughts and prayers throughout the weekend, and fortunately Mercedes is returning today, so we're going to have a chance to have her back for the conference tournament. But Strikeout Cancer is a big weekend for us. Personally, I lost my father to cancer, so it's one of those diseases that hopefully in our lifetime we see some significant changes made, but each year it's going to be very special for our program.
Coach, you've been on many different teams over your career. How is this team this year different than any of the other ones?
Well, I think on the field this team has been a team that probably hasn't really found its true identity yet. I think we're still growing and still in search of that identity. We had key returners coming back and big roles that they needed to fill coming off of last year's season. And then we had a lot of newcomers come in that may or may not have understood what they were really getting into. And I think it was a season full of transition. I think our offense has been solid the last couple weeks, and really we've seen the growth of some key offensive players in Allie Cranful and Renee Irwin, and have really seen some of those other freshmen step up. Robbie Daly and Amber Spencer are doing a really good job also. So it's Mallory Wyatt has come a long way. So this team has been not as centered on one or two really good players. I think we're still trying to find an identity, but it's still a special group. When things are going well, there's a lot of energy. We've had to deal with some things off the field that have maybe been distractions for us at times, but that's expected year in and year out. So this team's had its own identity. It's a very special team, and we've had a good year. Hopefully we can extend that this weekend.
Coach, this weekend is the Lone Star Conference Tournament. You play Abilene Christian in the first round. What do you expect out of that game?
Well, you know, we had a tough series down in Abilene earlier this year. We only scored 3 runs, and it was basically a home run by Kim LeCompte and a 2-run home run by Renee Irwin that scored those 3 runs for us. And we pitched okay. Marcy and Adriana both pitched okay for us down there. We just couldn't generate any offense against their pitching. So Abilene's very well coached. Bobby Reeves is one of the best coaches in our conference and in the region. So we know they're going to be disciplined and ready to play. You know, the key is going to be we have to play with a sense of urgency. We have to play with our back against the wall because there's a lot on this weekend for us. And you know, we'll see what happens. We may have to use our whole pitching staff on Friday just to get to Saturday, and that's something we will be prepared for. So it's a big game against a very good team. It should be very exciting.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time today and good luck this week.
Kelton, thank you very much.
Don't go away. We'll be talking Buff baseball after the break.
What makes WT Athletics unique?
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do. And so do you.
Yes, we have great facilities and championship programs, but it's the people that set us apart.
It's me and it's you.
Without our athletes and without our donors, we are just an organization. An organization without a cause.
Without a voice.
And without a purpose. Thank you for supporting the Buffalo Club.
For more information, please visit GoBuffsGo.com. Go Buffs!
Welcome back to the WT Coaches Show. We are talking with head baseball coach Matt Vanderburg. Now, Coach, you went to San Antonio and played Incarnate Word this past weekend, and you lost that series. It was a tough one. Tell us about it.
It was a really tough series, you know, and I knew that we didn't match up very well with them going down. They have really good left-handed pitchers, and we're a left-handed dominant hitting team. And just felt like, you know, we've got some injuries right now, and we felt like we knew it was going to be tough. You know, I thought our guys played hard, they competed hard. We just didn't get it done when we needed to in some of the games.
Coach, on Saturday you got your 100th victory at the helm of this program. What have the first 100 victories taught you?
You know, it's been a tough ride. First couple years was really tough, but we feel like we've got the program going in the right direction. We like where we've came. You know, we've had a lot of support from our administration, all the fans, and we've had a lot of great student athletes come through the program in the past 4 years. So we're excited about where the program's at and where it's going.
How many more victories do you expect?
I'm just looking for 101 right now, but you know, hopefully I'll be here a while. I love the program, I love what it's all about, and I love the direction where it's going.
Coach, what is different about this team this year than any other team you've been a part of?
This team is a lot different. You know, this team really competes hard every day out. You know, I like their attitude that they bring to practice every day. They've worked really hard, and you know, they really want to go out there and win ball games.
Coach, on Sunday is senior day at Wilder Park. What do you expect out of this great group of guys going forward in their career, both on and off the field?
You know, hopefully for the next 2 or 3 weeks, once we finish up this year, we'll get a lot of senior leadership. They've done a great job for us throughout this year, and I expect that to carry on. When they get done with WT baseball here, you know, I expect them to be a part of the baseball program still. It's been a great group of seniors. Love this group of guys, and I expect them to do great things on and off the field after they're done here.
Finally, Coach, you have your final home series against Eastern New Mexico this weekend. What do you expect out of this weekend?
You know, I expect our guys to come out and compete. We're still a little bit banged up. We need to get back on a roll before the conference tournament, get a lot of confidence, you know, at home.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for joining us for another installment of the WT Coaches Show. For more athletics information, please visit GoBuffsGo.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. For the WT Sports Network, I'm Kelton Weens.